What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we are back at it. We just did an 8-2-0 challenge with the Oklahoma City Thunder about a week ago or whatever it was now, and today I want to do one again, but this time in the Eastern Conference using the Atlanta Hawks. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one. Of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. The road and the goal, or on the road to 30,000 subs, and the goal is to reach out before the end of this year. We've set the bar high, so leaving a like and subscribing helps that goal out a ton. We'll see if we reach it. But regardless, the Atlanta Hawks, led by Trae Young and DeJounte Murray in the backcourt, they've been a lot of fun. You have John Collins, Capella, Bogdan, DeAndre Hunter, Okongwu, and Frank Kaminsky. Now, when we did the Oklahoma City Thunder 8-0 challenge, of course, the Thunder had a ton of assets. The Atlanta Hawks have some young players and maybe a few draft picks, but obviously they traded most of them for DeJounte Murray. But yeah, we have like a few first rounders, nothing crazy here. So obviously we don't have as many assets as we did with the Thunder, but that's okay, because you know why? I think more than just putting the best players possible together, it's more about making the roster fit as well. So that is going to be the goal today, to try to make this Hawks roster fit as much as possible while trying to go 8-2-0. So we'll see how that goes for us. I do want to start off with potentially using the trade finder real quick here to see if I can like finesse myself some first round picks here, because obviously those are going to be important. So let's start off with Aaron Holiday and Frank Kaminsky. If you threw these two in a trade, let me see if someone is willing to offer me like, so we got like a first round pick and Amir Coffey. I already love that. Gabe Vincent. So I'm going to try to finesse some first round picks here to build up my draft capital here to help me win trades later on. Especially since some of these picks could potentially become really damn good in the future. Like this 2027 Clippers unprotected could be very valuable later on. So I'll take that trade. And then do we have anything else? Let's say we threw this guy in. I'm not throwing AJ Griffin in, but let's say Justin Holiday. Threw these guys in. Probably won't get any picks offered here because I think we have a trade exception in Greg Brown. But I mean, at least we finessed one. We'll start off with that. We finessed one pick, got Amir Coffey out of it, and now we can kind of run our rotation this season, at least for now. Obviously, this isn't the roster that's going 82-0. We're going to see how the rest of this season goes for us. But everyone's under contract, which is a good thing. Trae Young and DeJounte Murray under multiple years. John Collins is under multiple years. Capella. So obviously, I could trade them. Bogdan, I should say, is not under contract for the foreseeable future. He has a player option, which I don't know if he'll accept that. There's a potential he might. So I guess if I was going to trade one of my big players, I could maybe do it now, which I don't think Bogdan has even played for the Hawks in real life yet. So that would be really big for them once they get him there. So you got like Mitchell Robinson, Laurie Marketing being offered to me, Terry Rozier, which is interesting. Ross. I kind of like the idea of taking on Terry Rozier's contract because it's a lot bigger. Draymond Green I don't want, and obviously he's just a little bit better of an overall. So I think we might be able to find some better trades. So you know what? I'm going to do this trade to start things off as well, and that'll be it for me. So I'm going to move Rozier to point guard. Goes up to an 8-3, and he's going to back up Trae Young and Murray. So obviously this is going to be an interesting season, but we got Rozier as our sixth man. Obviously, that doesn't matter too much for the long-term things, but we're happy to have him, and we're going to see how the rest of the season goes, and then we'll start to set up the 82-0 process. You see this, man? This could be you right here. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get more out of the game you're watching. You're picking overs or unders on your favorite players who you love watching each and every day. Let me show you how it works. Prize Picks is available on mobile or desktop, and you basically get to choose 2 to 5 players, and you choose over or under on their props that they give you. You pretty much have every sport you can imagine on here. But let's say I wanted to go ahead and put a bet on Mitchell and Joel Embiid. I want to go more and more on them. If I get it right, I 3 times my money. Let's say I want to go up to 5 players, which is the most you can go up to. You can go more or more on all of them, and that's going to 10 times your money. I started with $100, and so far I'm up to $500. I've been having a ton of fun over here on Prize Picks. If you want to go ahead and sign up, link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables or imagine deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. If you deposit $100, you get $200 to work with. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. Back to the rebuild. So Luka, of course, is going to win MVP. Paulo Banchero is your Rookie of the Year. Cole Anthony, 6-man, 80 Defensive Player. And Alperen Sengun is your Most Improved. Willie Green is your Coach of the Year. So I think this offseason is going to be very, very important for us because Trae Young and Shea, well, not Trae Young. I don't know why I was about to say Shea either, but DeJounte Murray is on a very, very good contract right now. We need to take advantage of that while we can. We got the third seed in the East. We obviously didn't go 82-0, but we won 51 games. So just need to win, 31 more of those babies, and then we'll be in good standings here. So player stats-wise, we had 31 for Trae Young, 22 for DeJounte Murray. So we know these guys can score, which is why I don't think we need to get scoring this offseason. I think it's more going to be about maybe a third scorer, but more about getting defensive players and guys that fit around, Trae Young and DeJounte Murray. That's going to be my goal because, like I said, it's all about making it fit as well. You can't just throw a bunch of players together in 2K and expect good things. It just doesn't work out that way. So we're playing the Miami Heat. Doesn't really matter if we win a championship here or not, but it would be nice to get oh, no, we lost round 1. I was about to say, it'd be nice to get revenge against Miami because, you know, they obviously eliminated the Hawks, I believe, last year. So many playoffs. We got the 76ers beating the Warriors in 4. Okay. Big offseason ahead of us. Udonis Haslem retires. You know, Thaddeus Young retires. So this is a huge offseason. So draft lottery time. We have a Clippers unprotected in our arsenal in the future, but I believe our pick is not going to be, you know, warranted here. It's going to go over to the Spurs, if I'm not mistaken, unless we do have our pick here and I'm just bugging, but I don't think so. I don't even see my pick at this point, but I'm pretty sure I don't have it. Staff signing, we got Nate McMillan, which actually is a good head coach, so we'll leave that the way it is. I will grab Trent Peterson to be my assistant because he's got A and B. Big man coach. Let me fill this out because there's 3 coaching spots I got to fill out, and then I'll get back to you once we make some more trades. So I'm flipping a Mirror Coffee for 2024 first round pick from the Philadelphia 76ers. Hopefully the 76ers can maybe fall off a little bit. I think they no, maybe I shouldn't have taken that trade. Whatever. We are here on draft night, and I actually want to take a real quick look, and just to make sure, pretty sure I don't have any draft picks in this draft. Pretty sure I don't. I actually do. I have 27, 27, and 30. Okay, I mean, that's cool. But team intel, let's go look. So we got buying, got selling. So we got the the Charlotte Hornets selling already with LaMelo Ball on their roster. That's interesting. The Jazz, nobody I really want. The Kings have like Keegan Murray, Sabonis. Obviously, could be interesting. The Knicks with Randall, Jalen Brunson, Mitch Robinson. Nobody I really want there. The Magic are rebuilding, but Paulo Banchero is untouchable, which that would be the only guy I'd really want there. The Nets, you know, have Ben Simmons, which Ben Simmons technically could fit here. I think actually he'd be a really good fit if we could get him here and move him to small forward. He's going to be his best overall there. And all he really needs to do is play defense, really. So I kind of like the idea of Ben Simmons here, low key. So I might go for that. You have the Nuggets, who are not selling Jokic, obviously, so I'm not really interested. The Raptors, you got the Rockets with Jabari Smith Jr., who's not untouchable, which we could maybe develop him into something here. I got the Suns, which I wouldn't mind a Mikal Bridges. Got the Thunder rebuilding with Shea, but we don't really need a Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. We have DeJounte Murray. So I think Ben Simmons is going to be the guy I go for here. I really do like the idea of Ben Simmons. I think he's going to fit very nicely next to Trae Young and Murray. So I kind of like the idea of that. So I'm going to go for Ben Simmons, who's making $37 million per year. Obviously, his overall sucks at point guard, but we're not going to play him at point guard. So I guess you'd have to throw maybe, well, let's see if we could get rid of it, you know, Rozier. We maybe could do this. So let's go Rozier. And let's say, it looks like it's going to be a little tough to pull this off. I guess I shouldn't have traded on Amir Coffee. AJ Griffin, I don't want to throw in this trade necessarily. Let's say, I guess I threw in Capella. So it'd be Capella, and then you give me, at least give me like Joe Harris's contract or something. So Rozier and Capella for Ben Simmons. Do I like this trade? Not really. Maybe I should come back to this. I don't think I should do this right away. We're going to come back to it because right now they're currently buying, so it's not like they're selling anyway. So let's come back to that once we have a little bit more players on a contract. I'm going to sign Amari Bailey or draft him here, and then we'll have Amari Bailey, Gortman, and Marcus Sasser. So welcome to the team. Player options. We'll accept that one. Okongwu will be also somebody we can maybe throw in a trade. Jarrett Culver. Forgot about him, to be honest, man. He has been not that great, I guess you could say. After what pick was he again? I'm pretty sure he was like a high draft pick, and he just hasn't really panned out anywhere. So again, I want to go back to the Ben Simmons trade, but this time I should be able to maybe throw something different at them instead of throwing 2 players. So Ben Simmons for, it'd have to be, like I said, Rozier's contract, which I'm totally okay with because I didn't really need Rozier anyway. And then you have like Griffin, I don't want to throw in this trade, Jazz Gortman, and then Okongwu, which I don't really want to throw in the trade at all, to be honest with you, Jalen Johnson. We're getting closer and closer. This would be dumping a lot of Amari Bailey, who I just drafted. So I guess that would get it done. The Rozier, Amari Bailey, Jalen Johnson, Jazz Gorman for Ben Simmons. Do they accept this? They do. Boom, we got Ben Simmons. We didn't have to give up too much, I feel like. So I will take that. Ben Simmons at small forward is going to be a 85 overall. So I really do like that for this roster. So now we have Ben Simmons at small forward. You have John Collins at the 4, which we're probably planning on trading him as well. Ben Simmons is going to be the perfect D playmaker that we need him to be here. Capella, I want to keep on Okongwu as a backup going forward. Hopefully DeAndre Hunter, probably end up trading him away. He's making 20 million right now. So we have a little bit more work to do, but I do like that first acquisition of Ben Simmons. If I can find a way to flip John Collins into Jaren Jackson Jr., I think that would be absolutely excellent for this roster. Obviously, I do like Jaren Jackson, and we don't have to give up 2 second-round picks to make this happen. So we are going to go ahead and make this trade happen. And Jaren Jackson apparently is going to play tonight, which is really cool. So now you have DeJounte Murray, Ben Simmons, Jaren Jackson, who can all play a little bit of defense. You also have Capella still, which I don't know if I plan on keeping him. I know exactly who I want at center, and it's not even close. I want, not Joel Embiid. I mean, Joel Embiid would be a dream, obviously, but I kind of want Jarrett Allen. Evan Mobley would be amazing if I could find a way to pull that off, but that's just probably not going to happen. I would assume they have him listed as untouchable. Let's see. He is untouchable. So I would love Evan Mobley, but Jarrett Allen would be really cool as well. Or even a Robert Williams from the Celtics, who is an 86 overall, but just a guy that can play defense on the inside, which I do really love the idea of. So AJ Griffin, we're going to be a little bit off. Unless I threw on Kongwu in this trade, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this to go through. Is it worth it? Maybe not. On Kongwu, I feel it could be so awesome to have, but man, would it be cool to have a Robert Williams right now. So on Kongwu and AJ Griffin for Robert Williams, I'll do it if they are willing to do this trade. I'll give him a 2024 unprotected. It's going to be tough to get this to go through, but I am going to try Marcus Sasser, and just like that, we got Robert Williams, and we still have the ability to trade for a center as well. So I already like what we've assembled together. So it's Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Robert Williams, Ben Simmons, Jaren Jackson. That's your new starting five. All four of these guys around Trae Young can play some defense, which is what we want. And I love that. And we still have Hunter's contract, and we still have Capella's contract to work with. So we are still in a very good position right now. So I do want to sign a free agent here maybe. So we got Cameron Payne, Kemba Walker. Cameron Payne definitely is a really nice contributor off the bench. You have like a Gary Harris here, Taurean Prince, Danilo Gallinari. Just making sure there's no one here. No one's well down here is kind of interesting. But I think Cameron Payne is going to be the best guy we can get here. He loves to score off the bench. So I'm going to go ahead and get Cameron Payne here. So I like that for us a lot. Cameron Payne, welcome to the Atlanta Hawks, be a backup point guard. And now we need to find what we're going to do with the rest of this roster, because we have Cameron Payne as a backup. We have Trae Young, Murray. We have DeAndre Hunter. Obviously, we have these guys as well. But I think we need to find what we're going to do with Capella and also DeAndre Hunter, and we'll figure it out from there. So I actually think I'm going to roll with these guys, at least for now, with DeAndre Hunter and Capella off the bench. Also, I'm curious to see how much, obviously, Capella, or not Capella, but DeAndre Hunter goes up. He only goes up one, so I'm a little disappointed by that. We got Ben Simmons up to an 85, Rob Williams up to an 86, 86 from Jaren Jackson, 87, and 91. So we got everyone in our starting lineup progressing, which is really nice. I don't know if this team spits 82-0 yet, obviously, but we did get Jarrett Culver back, which kind of want to throw him in a trade. So we can try one more time now that we have a few more guys under contract now. So let's throw like Jarrett Culver and then like DeAndre Hunter. So we threw all these three guys together. We got like Mitchell Robinson popping up, which I guess gives us a replacement for we also get Evan Fournier's contract on top of that. So we get Evan Fournier and Mitchell Robinson's contract, which is really intriguing, honestly, in a way where I kind of like the idea of that, but then I don't know what I'm getting for Capella. But if I threw like Capella and Evan Fournier together, that could give me somebody really good. And we have Mitchell Robinson on a contract for the next next 3 years. So I really do like that a lot. So I think I am going to do this trade because DeAndre Hunter, I don't know how much he'll go up in overall. He's a 77 right now, and he's already 25 years old. I like DeAndre Hunter, but getting this expiring Evan Fournier contract and then having Capella as another contract we can throw in a trade, I like that a lot. So now we have Capella, Evan Fournier's contract we can throw together, Mitch Robinson as a backup center. So now it is time to find out what we can, or we can throw these separately together as well. So Evan Fournier, if I threw his contract out there, we can get like Bojan Bogdanovic. Well, I say I threw Evan Fournier and Capella together. Probably have to include a draft pick for this to pop up anybody good. Like Miles Turner pops up. We have 3 draft picks at our disposal. We got like Norman Powell, Jamal Murray popping up, which we don't necessarily need. That wouldn't fit the roster very much. But okay. If I don't make another trade, I'm just going to simply move Evan Fournier to small forward. He's up to a 76, which is nice. But I do think it's in our best interest to try to find a way to, throw Capella and, of course, Evan Fournier trade together to make something happen. So I'm trying to finesse Mikal Bridges from the Phoenix Suns just as a bench player. I mean, he's going to be really good off the bench for us. I'm offering 1 first-round pick. I also have this Clippers unprotected. It might have some value to it. They're getting closer to being interested in this trade. A second and another second. Does this go through? They don't agree. If I threw in another first, I think they'd agree to it, and they do agree. So get Mikal Bridges to be our brand new backup small forward instead of obviously having to deal with Evan Fournier. So I like that a lot for us. And then like the last step, like I said, is going to be Capella. So the other guy I actually had in mind was in Orlando Magic, and I wanted to go for like a Jonathan Isaac, but Wendell Carter would actually be really nice as well. I don't know if the Magic, they don't have the salary for this. I was a little concerned about that. They'd have to give me like Julian Strawther or RJ Hampton. I don't know if they do this though. This is a little, they want Mitch Robinson. They'll give me PJ Washington. It's not bad, but I think we want to keep the overall on Mitchell Robinson. Unfortunately, I do like the idea of getting Wendell Carter and moving him to power forward, but it's going to be really tough to pull this off right now. So we might have to just deal with like Capella or Again, we could try this as well. Let's throw Capella in here with a first round pick, and let's see if we get like lucky and a power forward pops up. We get PJ Washington offered to us, Isaiah Stewart, and then we get Bojan. We trade Cameron Payne, Derrick Rose, Kevin Porter Jr., Miles Turner is interesting, Josh Hart, and Gary Payton. It's interesting as well. Capella might go down overall, so getting a Josh Hart and Gary Payton is not bad, and they're really both good defenders. So kind of like the idea of it. Miles Turner also makes things interesting. Getting Kevin Porter Jr., I do like him off the bench. Kind of like the idea of Kevin Porter Jr. at an 81 overall. You know what? We'll go ahead and do it. We'll go ahead and offer Capella and a first round pick for Kevin Porter Jr. to be our brand new backup wherever we may back him up at. So I think if you move Kevin Porter Jr. up, he's going to go, he's an 81 at small forward. I don't know if I want to play him at small forward. Shooting guard, Cameron Payne is going to go down. So maybe, I don't know if I should have got Kevin Porter Jr. Whatever, we did. It is what it is. So don't know if this team goes 82-0 yet, but at least we have Kevin Porter Jr. who might progress a little bit over Capella, and we can trade him later on if we need to. So we're finally ready to go 82-0. Is this going to get it done? Probably not. I mean, I like the starting five, but I don't know if it's good enough to go 82-0. It's definitely got a good fit to it. Maybe I shouldn't have got, like I said, maybe I shouldn't have got Kevin Porter Jr. there at the end, but I thought I could maybe move him to small forward. He'd go up like crazy or something, but not the case at all. So benches, Trae Young. We are starting five. We're going to run an 89 rotation. It's going to be Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Ben Simmons, Jaren Jackson, Robert Williams, Mikal Bridges, Mitch Robinson, Kevin Porter Jr., and Cameron Payne. It's not bad. It's actually not a bad lineup. We might even throw an 8-man rotation together. Just kind of play 8 players here. That way Kevin Porter Jr. is the backup point guard, and we don't have to worry about Cameron Payne playing too much. Proficiency. Can we be a 4-star? We can be a 4-star balance. That kind of sucks. We can be a 4-star perimeter centric as well. What do we want to do? 4-star balance, I guess, would probably be the best thing to do. So I'm going to run a balanced system. We're still made this season. We'll see how we do. Don't expect 82-0, but I expect this to be a pretty good roster for the most part. So Luka wins MVP, which you kind of figure would be the case like usual. But the biggest thing is, which I hope we got it, is Coach of the Year. 66-16 on the season. So we're only 4 games away from 70 wins. Not a bad start. So it's very clear to me that, like I said, making the roster fit more than just getting the best overalls definitely helps out a ton. DeJounte Murray is going to have to be re-signed this offseason, so that's going to be a little tough, but obviously that's like the only guy I think we need to re-sign. I think everybody else is under contract long-term. So, yeah, 34 from Trae Young, 22 from DeJounte Murray, 19 from Jaren Jackson, 13.5 from Kevin Porter Jr., 12 from Ben Simmons, 10 from Mikal Bridges, 9 from Robert Williams, and then 7 from Mitch Robinson. Honestly, pretty happy with the roster. I think we could probably find a way to trade Kevin Porter Jr. for something else, to be honest with you, that's going to just make this roster a little bit better, but we'll figure it out. So, simulate playoffs real quick. Let's see if we win a championship here. After going 66-16, the Celtics pushed us to 7, but the Cavs end up beating us, and then you have Mitchell and Zion. If we could get like an Evan Mobley here, that'd be so amazing. But it's just gonna be too tough to pull off. For retirements, a lot of good retirements here. Mike Conley retiring, a Laker. Straight to the lottery we go. We've traded a lot of our draft picks that we have gained here, so we haven't done a ton of draft farming. I will say, like we haven't went out there and traded a bunch of players for a bunch of draft picks, but maybe this offseason we have to do it because. This season is going to be it, I think. I think we're going to go for it this season, and this will be the last one because I really like the roster we already have intact, to be honest with you. So if we can find a way to get it to all work together, have the formula set in stone, we should be ready to go. 66-16 is not a bad start. No draft picks whatsoever, which is why I say I think we have to go to player options, which we have none. First and foremost, resigning DeJounte Murray is going to be the most important part, of course. And then we got to just sign a bunch of minimum players and start flipping them for draft picks. So Murray, 5-year deal. I hope we don't get hard capped. I hope I can sign DeJounte Murray back. And okay, I got him back. W. Okay, so got DeJounte Murray back. It looks like we can sign someone else as well, which is really nice. So I am going to go ahead and sign a Max Strus to a 2-year deal. And Max Strus is actually not going to be somebody on the roster. I'm going to throw, like I said, I'm about to get really cheesy here because I'm going for it here. So this is about to be cheesy as all get out. I'm offering a bunch of players minimum contracts, and we're going to flip them for first round picks because that's what you can do in 2K. It's so dumb, but it's broken, and we got to do it. So let's see if we can get some first round picks. So let's start off with this guy we just signed, Kendrick Williams. Watch this. Yeah, first round pick from the 76ers. Makes no sense. First round pick from the Bulls. No matter what, as long as we have first round picks, that's all that matters. So get a 2-star. We traded Reggie Bullock, and we get a 2-star prospect in RJ Davis. Sign me up for it. Why not? And we can continue to sign minimum contracts as well. So next is going to be not him, Devontae Graham. We got a first round pick. Do I get 2 from somebody? The Jazz with a 2-star first round pick. Sign me up for that for Devontae Graham. And now it is time to probably throw Kevin Porter Jr., Cameron Payne, Max Strus, maybe even Ricky Davis in a contract, or is that RJ Davis? My apologies, and make a big trade here. That is the game plan. I'm trying to get Herbert Jones from the New Orleans Pelicans. A very good defender. He's not going to score a ton. He's literally just perfect. Obviously, rating is A+ perimeter defense, A 3-point scoring, and the position average obviously is just amazing. We need to get it. So, first round pick for the Timberwolves for Herbert Jones. Oh, that was easy. Boom, we got it. So Kevin Porter Jr. for Herbert Jones, we got that done, and we still have Max Strus and RJ Davis here if we want to go for another player here. So now we're in a good position. I like it. So Herbert Jones, our new shooting guard. And then basically, if we need one more thing, it would be a brand new backup power forward or a brand new backup point guard, which is going to be hard to pull off, but we can try our best. So we'll throw these guys together really quickly to see if anything good pops up. Seth Curry, Ricky Rubio, Isaiah Roby, Mo Wagner. We got Tyrese Proctor, who's 20 years old. We get a first round pick out of it, and we get a really nice point guard. Delano Banton, Bradley Torian Prince, Bruce Brown. I can't help but want to get greedy here and get more first round picks. I just can't help. I can't help myself. Gary Harris, not DeMar DeRozan, obviously. Kemba Walker. Let's sign those two guys real quick. Let's get some more picks, and let's go for maybe we have to go for a point guard on a rookie contract right now, because this will be the last move, or some of the last moves we do. So I'm not throwing all three of them together. So Kemba Walker, first round pick from Philadelphia. Thank you. First round pick. Hopefully, let's say Gary Harris for first round pick. Watford Thunder, thank you. I don't know why this is something you can do, but it's amazing, at least for these kind of videos. But freaking Korkmaz, first round pick and a second from the Pacers. Okay, boom. Now it is time to hopefully find a point guard or a power forward that makes around $8 million and bring him to the team. Don't know if I'll find that, but we'll give it a try. Trying to get Jonathan Kuminga as my last trade here for this 82-0 challenge. I'm willing to throw everything it takes to get him, to be honest with you. And we're not getting to him just yet, so it's a little tougher than I thought it'd be. And we do get Jonathan Kuminga. Obviously, that trade in real life never goes through, but boom, we have our brand new roster. So this is your 82-0 roster. If this doesn't get it done, it's not happening today. That was my final move, locked and loaded. Trae Young goes down in overall. Jonathan Murray. We got Jonathan Kuminga going up 3 overall, which is huge after trading for him. Mitch Robinson. So you have your full rotation of guys that can play defense, switch everything, and we also have our scoring options with Murray and Trae Young. Jaren Jackson scored a little bit. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is your rotation. If it cannot get done here, then it's not going to happen. We're running a 9-man rotation, I would assume. 9-man rotation. Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Ben Simmons, Jaren Jackson, Robert Williams, Mikal Bridges, Herbert Jones, Jonathan Kuminga, and Mitchell Robinson as your 9-man rotation. Proficiency-wise, we're 4.5 balanced. We went 66-16. Hopefully, we can beat that this year. We'll see what happens. Maybe we win 70 games. My goal is to at least win 70 plus. If we can't do that, that'll suck. But locked and loaded last season. Let's go. Unfortunately, we did not win 70 games. Only 65-17, and we lost one more than we did last year. So that really sucks. But you know what? I'm still very happy with the roster I threw together here in Atlanta. A lot of guys that could play defense around Trae Young. So definitely try to make something happen here. Just didn't work out in my favor. So regardless, we get the Charlotte Hornets in round 1. At least hopefully going to end off on a championship here. That'd be great. We beat the Hornets in 4. Now we get the 76ers, who have Joel Embiid still, so we can curl around against them. Beat them in 4. Boston's going to be a tough matchup. They have Onkongwu, which we gave them earlier, and obviously we have Robert Williams from them. We beat them in 6, and now we get the Grizzlies, who I believe also went 65-17. We gave them John Collins, and we beat them in 7. So at least we ended off with a championship. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want to see me keep doing 82-0 challenges. If you don't enjoy them, definitely let me know as well. It's just kind of a content to switch it up. If you guys don't like them, like I said, let me know. But for now, this is Crushables. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.